Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because we're diving into something really special, combining the joy of paper pumpkin with my love for scrapbooking. If you're new here, I'm Pamela Blackwell, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Texas Hill Country and part of the 2025 Artisan Design Team. This video is part of my new Restoring Joy Through Creativity series, where I share how crafting has been such a healing and joyful process for me. Today, we're focusing on a season of renewal using the elements of the February 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit, Hello Spring. I'll first walk you through the 3 beautiful cards you can make with this kit, and then I'll show you how I'm using the kit to create an alternative 12 by 12 scrapbook page. This page will be reflective of my journey of renewal and creativity, something I hope inspires you to document your own journey. So grab your crafting supplies and let's get started. Let's take a look at what's inside the Hello Spring Paper Pumpkin Kit. This month's kit is filled with botanical elements, soft greens, neutrals, and pops of pink, perfect for capturing the fresh feeling of spring. You'll find pre-printed card bases and envelopes, die elements, and embellishments. Everything you need to create 3 unique card designs. It also includes a beautiful stamp set and coordinating ink spot. This one is Petunia Pop, to personalize the projects even further. Here are the 3 gorgeous cards that you can create with this kit. I love how fresh and layered these designs feel, and I can't wait to show you a fun way to use these elements beyond cards. Now let's get creative and turn this kit into something completely different. Today I'm using elements from the kit to create a 12 by 12 scrapbook page that reflects my season of renewal. I love how Paper Pumpkin makes it so easy to mix and match elements for both card making and memory keeping. For this page, I'll be incorporating photos of my craft space, my happy place, moments of crafting in progress because creativity brings me so much joy, and a journaling section listing things that restore my happiness and creativity. We're going to be doing a little bit of hidden journaling. Can't wait to show you that. So let's start building the base of our layout. To create the base of my layout, I'll be using a 12 by 12 piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock, and I have gutted out the middle of it, a 10-inch by 10-inch piece, and I'll be layering on an 11.5 by 11.5 white willow cardstock. Then we will be using one of the envelopes from the kit to include the journaling, so some hidden journaling inside of there, and that'll just tuck right inside there. Then these are the card bases that I've just cut in half, and I'll use those as elements on my base page as well. Let's begin first with adhering the the Mossy Meadow. Only want to put adhesive around the edge of your white willow and then adhere to the cardstock, leaving approximately a 1/4 inch all the way around. Then I'm thinking I will adhere this somewhere in this area, and I want to layer these pieces, but to do so, I am going to cut them with the brand new online exclusives textured note dies. So the 2 right here is what I will use. I'm going to cut those pieces and I'll be right back. All right, those pieces are cut now. So this is what I got out of this design right here. You can see those pretty details right along the edge. And then I centered them. So then I have these pieces that I can still use on another project. So I'll set those in my little stash over there. And then this is what I got out of this card base using a larger die. Real pretty detail. So I adhered the pieces together right here. I've added my photos. I've positioned them so that I can add a little bit of the elements from the kit on either side. And I think I'm going to angle it like this a little bit. All right, so I've already layered my mats together and put my photos down, leaving a little bit of space over to each side so that I can add some of the elements in different areas on here. So I'm going to adhere these down and be right back. All right, so all the elements of the page are down to create my base. Now we can start building up with some of the alphabets for my title, along with the elements from the kit. And I'm going to start off with my alphabets and create my title up here. So my title is A Season of Renewal, and I'll adhere that down, and then we'll work on embellishing the rest of the page. Okay, so I've got my title down, A Season of Renewal, and then let's play around a little bit with these elements and how I want to add them. I'm really thinking that I will just recreate somewhat similar to the card that I created, the sample that you can create with your kit, and just get these elements all on here in some form or fashion. I don't want to hide the picture of my card there. Let's see, and just do some layering with these elements, and then maybe just put that top on there. I'm going to add those with some stamping dimensionals. All right, so I'm going to use the little flower there. It was specifically used with the petunia pop, and then you can add a flower here and right here on this stem as well. Both those stems are kind of flat so that you can stamp that flower directly on there. And that'll bring a little bit of that petunia pop. And then I'll just need to incorporate some more pink. Maybe with this little banner over here, we'll play around with it. Let me give you a quick review of what we did. So I started with a 12 by 12 of Mossy Meadow cardstock layered on an 11.5 by 11.5 piece of white willow cardstock. To tie the paper pumpkin elements in, I layered some of the green botanical print from the envelope and the card bases to kind of create my background. I love how this adds depth and a fresh spring feel. Then instead of using the card bases as intended, again, I cut them down using some of the dies here. So they have a pretty element here of like kind of embossed borders. I also used one of the card bases to add my journaling right here as well. And the decorative envelope holds my hidden journaling. So that's a fun way to incorporate the envelopes into your scrapbook pages. To give my layout texture, I used the die cut foliage pieces right here, and I arranged them in clusters around my photos. Then I added a pop of some of the elements with stamping dimensionals to create depth and interest. To finish it off, I used some twine along with the brushed brass butterflies. And then my journaling section about what brings me joy, I did want to include the series that I'm doing down here, Restoring Joy Through Creativity, that I'm beginning in March of 2025. And my journaling on here, I won't read the whole thing, but to paraphrase it, it was creativity has been such a healing journey for me. Every time I sit down to craft, I feel a sense of peace and renewal. This season, I am choosing to embrace creativity as a way to restore joy in my life. Some of the things that bring me happiness include the feeling of cutting paper and assembling a page, the excitement of opening a new paper pumpkin kit, watching a scrapbook page come together piece by piece, sharing my creativity with others through my YouTube and live videos, finding healing through storytelling in my scrapbook pages, the quiet joy of organizing my craft space and surrounding myself with inspiration, sipping coffee or tea while sketching out new ideas, and seeing others find joy in crafting alongside me. So, what are some of the things that bring you joy? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what restores your happiness and creativity. I love how this turned out. It's a beautiful way to document my creative journey and celebrate the things that bring me joy. The Hello Spring paper pumpkin kit was the perfect starting point for this project, and I hope it inspires you to think outside the box with your kits too. If you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber yet, now's a great time to join. You'll get a new kit delivered right to your door each month, and I'll be sharing a new alternative project in every episode of my monthly Restoring Joy Through Creativity series. And don't forget, the deadline to subscribe for the March Paper Pumpkin Kit is March 10th at 11:59 a.m. Mountain Time. Click the link in my description to sign up and craft along with me next month. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more creative inspiration, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And leave me a comment letting me know what brings you joy and renewal this season. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for crafting with me today, and I'll see you in the next episode of Restoring Joy Through Creativity.